Classic. All right. Welcome to the CFG GameCast episode number 124, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode on Fridays and release it on podcast services like Apple, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, and so much more. So show us some love. Give us a follow, a like, a comment, what have you, on any of those podcast services out there, or go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davis Green, and with me today are my two awesome co-hosts. I got Lex in the second seat. What's going on, my cyborg?
What is going on, my friend? Boy, has it been a week. So I've basically been offline for almost 2 weeks now. I did stream on Monday for a little bit, just because my homework. And I've been doing it off stream too, but I played a little bit of the new Horizon Dawn Forbidden West.
Still can't even say it right.
I know.
Horizon Dawn Forbidden West.
Did
That's
I say?
the new one.
Wait, Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
Oh yeah. No.
Okay.
It's
No.
still not. It's not, because Zero Dawn
That was the first one.
The first one. Then it's Horizon Forbidden West. The name of the game is Horizon.
I just call it Forbidden West.
Yeah.
I stopped trying to because I was butchering it as well.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
It's like how many ways that we're gonna see. You know, I wish I kept count of how many ways we have said. I've heard this being said.
I'm sorry.
No.
I am
I
brain
love
dead
it
at this point.
I love it because it's freaking hilarious to me. I'm just like,
Yeah,
I'm not even correcting it. I just find it so funny.
My week's been crazy. So if I can English at all today, we're good. But yeah, that's honestly like my week that I can talk about has been boring. The week I can't talk about, it's crazy. But it's unfortunately it's a court case I cannot discuss. So
Oh, well, that stinks. I'm sorry that you're going through all of that.
I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and shit. It's horrible.
Dang.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as 5 a.m.
Yeah, there is. It sucks. My alarm goes off and I go, fuck, it's still dark. God damn it.
That's an imaginary time. I don't know what you're talking about. No such thing. But that's cool. But do you know who I do you know is I don't even have anything this week. You know.
Oh, I do. Wait, I do.
What do you have?
Do you know who didn't have to go to court this week?
Oh, who?
The 5-star general of the Itty Bitty Smitty Committee.
No, you got to put more blast.
Okay. The 5-star general of the Itty Bitty Smitty Committee. And now my voice is gone.
Yeah.
And that was the last of Lex.
Yeah.
You gotta get with it. You got him. Got him.
Yes, man. It has been a week. Whoops, that's not a camera. That's the camera I'm looking for. It has been a week. I'm finally like I have gotten so many projects behind me, which is really, really nice. I'm really happy about that. We did the Level Up Expo this past weekend. That was a ton of fun. Held panels with folks for Sailor Moon, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, Cyanide and Happiness. So it was really cool being able to connect with some of those people, get the jibber jab with them, and then of course being at the Level Up Expo. That was a lot of fun. Other than that, man, you already know I've been grinding hard on Destiny, and then I slipped in that Forbidden West as well. So I'm enjoying that. What a gorgeous game. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, go for it.
Smitty, are you doing remote play to play it?
I have been just because when baby goes down for a nap and stuff like that, I can't play in the room, and the PlayStation's in our bedroom, so the
quality when I remote play, it stinks and it disconnects while I'm in the middle of a fight, which is delightful.
Ooh, so I have everything hardline.
Yeah, everything's hardline for me.
Yeah.
Well, if I do that.
And even then, it kind of gets sketchy sometimes. I had to move it because I have a giant monitor in front of me. I move it over to my side monitors because it actually looks better on there as opposed to the whatever resolution this one is. But I've been enjoying it, but I really want to play it on the 4K TV that that I have, and that's the only one that we have, and it's in the bedroom. But with baby being in there, I haven't had a lot of opportunities to play. I got through like the opening sequence, and then I was like, all right, I got to move it over to the to cave. So, but yeah, it's still. I mean, I could tell, but I am very excited. And I'd rather experience it on the 4K TV than here.
Probably should look into getting another 4K TV.
Yeah, and those are the next steps too. I mean, we have one downstairs, but at the same time, I don't want the PlayStation being downstairs. It ain't happening. Ain't happening, dude. Ain't happening.
A lot of melee that's happening downstairs.
Yeah.
The household.
No, the PS4 is down there now. That's where the PS4 lives. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. But were you able to upgrade? Did you have any issues? Because I remember you were having some concerns after the last time we were talking about it. Like
I did not have any issues doing an upgrade. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. Yep. And I was able to delete the PlayStation 4 version.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Cool. Like I got the disc version, and the disc version, like it has an install disc for 4. And but then there's a play disc, and then the play disc is the only thing that that the 5 needs. So then but what sucks is that when you play it on the 5, it will give you PS4 and PS5 at the same time.
Yeah, but you can delete the PS4 one though.
Well, yeah, but it's not digital, so it's the content is being pulled to the PS5. So it's not. So it's really weird. Like how
I don't like how they do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like how they do it either. But it's like, but at least they tell you clearly you're on PS5 or whatnot. Like not how it was initially. But yeah. But other than that, for me, dude, I have been on the run on this game right now because like I want to beat this game until for Horizon Forbidden West. That's what I've been doing.
How many hours in are you?
I'm 52.
Gosh, damn.
I'm doing everything though.
Do we know how long the game is?
It's about 30. It's first playthrough about 30, 35.
Did you beat it?
Okay.
No.
Me?
I'm doing
You're doing everything.
Quest.
Yeah,
I'm doing the side quests. I'm doing all of it. I'm playing it, and I'm also playing it on the hardest difficulty. So, so
I'm playing on normal, and I'm having issues.
Yeah, the thing is, they don't joke around.
I haven't played on a controller in forever, so I'm like trying to whip around, and I end up doing a 360. I'm like, no.
And I feel like the controllers for that series is a little unconventional as well. It's not your typical buttons that you would think would be something. It's not. So it does take a little getting used to and readjusting to that.
Did you see, though, boys, that there is, for accessibility purposes, you can have a secondary player helping you?
I did see that. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I didn't know that.
So, yeah, basically, like, they can tag team in, and you guys are both playing. So if you have, if you're one-armed or, you have difficulty like I do with pressing buttons fast enough, you can have somebody also helping you with Aloy, which I thought was really cool. But we'll talk about
co-pilot
that on Sunday. Yeah. Co-pilot.
Yeah.
That is freaking insane.
I was like, that's awesome.
With accessibility. I mean, it's awesome that they're doing it because, like, can you imagine, like, the game? Like, I mean, when we were growing up, accessibility mode was turn on subtitles and turn it off. Right. That was accessibility mode.
Yeah.
It's like not even for the colorblind. That wasn't even the options for it. But like this, man, it's like, I mean, I guess one of the most progressive would be like Horizon.
The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2.
Forza, even Forza's mode is insane. Like it's crazy, dude. Seriously, but
they don't let you change the colors though for the text and like the arrows to help you guide because I have the guide on.
There's still a lot of work. I think there's still a lot of work that's needing to be done. But I think, because there's an investment, and I spoke with Brandon Cole, Super Blind Man, and he's the one that he consulted them on the for The Last of Us 2 on the accessibilities. So he's able to play the game, no problem. He's blind and everything, and like he was instrumental in them taking his feedback, taking that stuff, and then creating a super immersive What was it again?
Horizon Forbidden West.
No, not
No, Last of Us 2.
accessibility. Accessibility. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, like, is he 100% blind, or can you see shadows?
He's 100% blind.
Wow, that's pretty cool that they would do that. So that's awesome, man. But like, so I mean, that's what I've been doing this whole week. I've been trying to finish this up. I think I'm going to finish it up next week. But then at the same time, now get this, dude, and this is funny because like, so I've been really aggressive with pop culture gems, as you know, as of late. I get an email from a guy. He's an indie developer that was saying, he says, hey, we like your voice. Would you like to be? There's a game that we're making that we would think that you'd be perfect for.
Yes, dude.
And I was like, what? Like, well, first, like, I don't know. Well, I mean, it's
what are you saying to me?
Because, well. It's weird to me because like I was like, this is awesome because it's something that I would never have thought to be like. No, I mean it doesn't matter if it was Shaq Fu. I would say fuck yeah, I'll definitely do it. But I mean I'll still do it. But like I kind of want. But it's weird to me because like no one's ever been that direct. You know, like I've never someone to come on my email because they got the email from our website and then was able to email me up on this. So I asked him like, hey. I would love to talk to you about it. It's like, just can we I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna be at PAX East, and I was like, I'm gonna be at PAX East, so we'll talk. And I was like, I'll definitely do it. So so I might.
That's awesome, dude.
So I might be a voice actor.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
And I can't believe things like that don't happen to you more often. I feel like when you put yourself in a position, you do things. You know, things like that happen because you have stuff out there, you're doing the work, people see it, and you might not actively be looking for things, but people will actively come and seek you out for things because they see the stuff that you're doing. Like, dude, like that's what I'm saying, man. Like, there's so many opportunities that have come my way just the fact because I started streaming. And for me, streaming was so I could play more video games and get my ex-girlfriend off my back. And
I know.
And you know, that's how that's what it started out for me. But then I learned so much, and like from that though, I've been able to, you know, the security job that I have now, and I was well ahead of the curve as far as being able to, because with the TV experience and stuff like that too, like all that stuff translates. It's all hand in hand. It's the same shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's
like I love it.
So I mean, I like the opportunities of it. I would love to definitely, and I'm definitely doing. We'll definitely do more. Well, I'm not doing with streaming itself. I've been kind of slacking on the streams, but yeah, but no, you're totally right. Just do like if once you get yourself more exposure on what you're doing, then it'll eventually come. Apparently, so there you go. Awesome. I'm definitely cool. But I know you don't want to talk about my career choices and some more Horizon Forbidden West. That's going to be for a spoiler cast coming soon. But let's go to the normal rigmarole that we normally like to do each and every week. So each of us chooses a topic or discussion within the world of video games. The topic would or could be a game or something that happened in the gaming industry itself. And we don't want to talk about it amongst ourselves. We want you, the listeners, on twitch.tv/CFG GameCast to be a part of the conversation. So if there's something that you want to chime in about or whatever we're discussing, by all means, type it inside the chat. We would love to talk to you about it. We will discuss it in a nice, orderly fashion. It will be awesome. So let's get to it. So I will go first. I will definitely I was wanting to talk about Pokemons. Now,
Pokemons.
I am not like I like Pokemon, but I have not been exposed to Pokemon really well. So I'm all over the place. I've only played probably a total of 3 different Pokemons throughout the whole thing. So I played the first one, like Pokemon Red, and I got a story with Red. Sorry, kind of side tangent, but story time. So the way I played Pokemon Red was when Pokemon Red and Blue first came out, I was in a bus. And on the bus, I was just waiting, going home. I dropped something, looked under the bus seat. A copy of Pokemon Red was there. So I picked up Pokemon Red. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I don't have a Game Boy. So like I was just waiting. I was just holding on to it for a long time. Then a week later, same bus, looked underneath the bottom of a seat again, Game Boy Pocket. So
that's crazy. That is crazy.
So I got I
Nice.
So I call it the giving bus because the bus just kept on giving. So yeah, so
No
I was
giving
able
tree,
to.
giving
Dude,
bus.
I'm gonna write a story about this.
The only thing that I needed to get was a charging cable because of the Game Boy had no charge. No, was it charging cable? No, it was batteries. It needed batteries. So back in the day. So yes, that's how I played Pokemon Red. So when I went to a band trip to Colorado, that's all I was playing. And I was like, oh, this is great. But anyways, so I played Pokemon Red, I played Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I played a little bit of X and Y. That's it. But I do like playing them. It's fun. It's a fun time sink just to play with it. So this week randomly, and the weirdest of time, I think this was announced like on Sunday for us, but it was like early. It was Monday morning.
It was Pokemon Day, I think.
Japan. Yeah. Yeah, they really kind of went above and beyond this year, in my opinion. But with Pokemon, but so they decided to Game Freaks released a special video, a sneak video of their of the next Pokemon game. It's officially announced as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which is going to be the Gen 9 of the series. And and then they showed the first 3 starting Pokemon already. So there's a weird I was gonna say I guess it's a cat, or it could be I guess it's a cat. It's a cat. It's called I can't even pronounce this. Sprigatito, I guess. Is that what it is? Sprigatito?
Sprigatito.
Yeah.
You gotta say it like that.
It's Italian.
Sprigatito.
Oh no. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make that into a sound bite. That's what I'm gonna do with that. That's perfect. So that okay. Then there's a I guess it's an alligator. I don't know what it is either, but it's a fire. It's the fire type. It's called a Fuecoco. A Fue Coco. I don't know. I'm terrible with names. I'm coming to realize this now. I'm writing this down. And then you got the water type Pokemon, which is like a duck or like a pelican. It's going to be Quaxleys. And looks like has a hat, like a little water droplet of a hat on top of it. So they should sneak peek the first 3 Pokemon for the next gen system, or for the next gen. This game is coming out by the end of the year because usually Pokemon's come out around November, October, November at the end of the year. So it's a duck, not yeah. So the whole different kinds of. So looking forward to this one. For some reason, I haven't touched Arceus yet. But Arceus hasn't really kind of made me want to play it immediately. So it's not Arceus's fault. It's just so many games out right now. But looking forward to but I'm definitely looking forward to the new announcement. Looking forward to trying this out. I just wanted to know what if y'all are planning on getting it, and if you did, which one of those 3 would you choose?
I'd have to see a photo of them. I'm watching to see if I can see the first 3.
Oh, I'll send the photo.
Yeah, I don't know that they're in this trailer. And
hold on. I'll send it to you in the Discord.
Let me see. Yeah.
Here we go. There they are. That's them right there, right? The duck, the cat, and the wampus.
Yeah, that looks like a little gator.
What is that?
I've always been more of a grass type Pokemon, so I would probably go with the cat.
You like cats too.
I do love cats. Shut up.
I love that your decision, your options there. Is can you just imagine just having it's like, okay, here's a dog, here's a cat, and here's the grimace.
I don't know what that thing is.
Wampus. You're right. You're totally right.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't like.
Picture of it.
He looks like. Do you guys remember the game when we were kids? That alligator, you would push its teeth down and take turns till it would snap your hand. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
That thing.
Yeah, what you're calling the wampus.
What is it though? What is it actually?
It's a gator.
Oh, that thing's supposed to be a gator?
Is it a gator?
I think so.
I don't know.
Closer to I don't know. It looked like a turtle.
I know.
A
I don't know what that
turtle.
thing looks. He
I
looks
don't
like a
know,
bad guy from a Mario Brothers game.
That's what I'm
it
saying,
looks
dude.
like.
A freaking Koopa. That looked like it's Lemmy. Lemmy without the hair.
Okay, so on Game Rant, yeah, Hungry Hippo. He could be a hippo. That's a good one. He could
And
be a
that,
hippo.
yeah.
No, that's not a hippo. His nose is too pointy for a hippo.
Weird.
But it's freaking crazy. It looks like a damn apple. See, look at that. No one knows. I think.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to pause it next time. Hold on, let's get to it because we gotta. I feel like because I'm not 100% sure what it is.
Smitty's description of being a womp is quite on the mark.
It says that he is a laid-back fire croc that does things at its own pace, featuring the blaze ability.
Like, why are the two animals on the outside? You know exactly what they are. Then you look in the middle, like, I have no idea what that is.
It looks like a croc to
Like,
me.
the hell is this?
Y'all are
That's
goofy
basically-
goofy.
That is a Goomba.
Stop it.
It doesn't clearly show you as to be like it, like immediately when it meets the eye, it doesn't say croc. It does not.
No, it
Because
does not.
It looks like it just looks like a comical looking. No, I mean I do.
Well,
see
my
it,
thing though is look at its feet though, dude. Like you're trying to the feet, like what is that, dude? Like what is that?
throwing me
What those
off,
are not
yeah.
crocodile feet. Those definitely are not crocodile feet. Like come
Yeah.
on,
It looks more
those
like
are
a
wampus
dinosaur.
feet.
Yeah, it looks more like a dinosaur than it looks like a croc because like the way it's like on its two legs and then it has the smaller like
True.
hands
And
stuff.
the tubes and these things coming out of its head. Like what is that all about?
It's just hair, I think.
Oh, is that what it is? I was like, yeah, I guess because like I mean I guess this duck has hair.
I'm pretty sure the crocs don't have blonde hair.
Can confirm.
Just
But like,
saying.
look, dude, I mean, the other thing too is like, why has it got such tiny hands? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. They're trying to be cute, I suppose, but they decided. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just
No, it just
I didn't even
didn't
notice
connect.
the hands until now.
Yeah.
they tried to hide that. They tried to hide that inside, like. See, exactly like Dustin. This is 100% snuffleupagus. Yeah.
We're ripping this thing so much.
No, this is good. This is good. No, and you know what, dude? Like, I'm not even ripping this. And you guys know, like, I'm not like Pokemon. That was after my time. The only Pokemon that I played was Pokemon Go. I am so excited, and Lucas too. Lucas is a huge Pokemon fan, and I feel like they've done such a service to the community and what they've dropped. Not only have they gone down the path of the next generation, but they said, but again, they're just like, oh, you guys thought we were done? Psych! We got something else coming out that we've been working on, y'all. But guess what? It's coming out this year. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Who does that? Nintendo, and I'll always say they march at the beat of their own drum, and they do whatever they want to, and I love it. And there's the studios that work with them and stuff like that. I feel like there's such synergy and syncopation. I think is the word I'm looking for. Between the companies and what Nintendo's vision is. Like they I feel like they rarely misstep when they drop their stuff, and I will always be appreciative of that. They know exactly who they are, and I'm really excited for those that do enjoy Pokemon. That you guys are not only are you guys are still digesting Legends, but then they're like, yo, we got this other fire ass game coming out here this year. It's just like that's fantastic. I love to see it, dude. I love to see it.
Interesting to me is that this like they're diversifying their I mean Game Freak is known for Pokemon and that's really it, but they have made like a couple of other side projects but nowhere near as big as what their Pokemon series is. But but overall that like they decided to take I won't say a risk, but they a different like artistic turn style turn with Arceus, which worked, which basically kind of, I felt that maybe reinvigorated people that kept on seeing the same old system for the past, 20 some odd years of Pokemon. Then to kind of make people have the discussion, this is what Pokemon should be now and stuff. To going back to, okay, we're gonna go back to the main core storyline of the next gen Pokemon, and then still just keep on going at it and releasing it. And then what I love about it is that, like you said, no one thought that there was gonna be another Pokemon game come out this year. What is that? Oh, decided to say it's like someone's in my house, but yeah. So but other than I just think that overall, like, the whole thing that they're doing with this was so freaking good. I'm freaking hyped. I'm definitely picking this sucker up. I'm not the crazy one that buys both of them because why?
I don't even understand it.
Difference between them?
Okay, the problem is, well, not really a problem. The way that they do it is that to get the full roster, one version of it will have a certain amount of Pokemon. Right. The other version will have a certain amount of Pokemon, and they don't have, like, it's only exclusive to that version. So Scarlet has.
But then what is the roster for? Like, why do you need the full roster? Do you then go battle people out in the world, or what?
You remember the phrase "gotta catch them all"?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's basically it.
That's
basically it.
I don't like that, dude. Like, so they're like, yeah, like you can totally, like, you have to buy 2 separate games at full price.
Well, if you
to be able to catch them all,
if you don't have any friends and you are lonely, and yes, you do, but if you have friends.
That's harsh ass way.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly.
If you're a loser like me, then you're gonna want to buy both. You're gonna want to purchase both the games. But if you're like David,
people as much as I do, and don't trust them with as far as you can throw them, then you want to buy both of them. Well, that's how it is.
If one game has a different map than the other game, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But if it's the same game, just a different roster of Pokemon,
is it?
What?
It is. That's exactly what they've done.
It's the same game, just a different roster of
just a different roster of Pokemon.
I've got a problem with that. That is terrible.
There are some overlapping Pokemon, but then they have I think it's like 30 or 40 I don't know,
that is such a I don't like that. And I noticed that they're like Ruby and Red or that like I've got a problem with that. Just make the full game. Just make one full game.
Here it is though. The reason why they did that is, like I said, it's to make people play with each other. So some people are going to get this, some people are going to get this. Originally, this is what the story was with Red.
So like I have Ruby and you've got Red. Let's be friends and then
trade and then do all this different kinds of stuff.
Hold on. So then if you have the one game, you can then trade. Yeah, for other that's what I'm. This is the part that I was missing. Then, so you could. There's there's another game. So like there's a game outside of the game. Correct is what you're saying.
Because back in the day when you had Blue and Red, for instance, when Blue and Red first came out, you had these atrocious link cables and stuff you had to do. To talk to your friends. It's like, hey, it's like, oh, you have this Pokemon. Oh, I got this Pokemon. It's like, oh, you want to trade? So we both because I can't get this Pokemon. It's like, yeah, sure. And then y'all trade. And then after that, so y'all trade Pokemon through the Pokemon Center, and then you got your thing. The same exact thing. They're just to this day is just that they're like saying they're endorsing people to be like talking to other people to trade.
I understand now. Okay, that's different because I was like that sounds super shady.
But it's not a cash grab. Like
okay,
you're thinking it is.
Okay, I got you now. I understand. Because I was like, wait, I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't understand it. I guess I just don't understand why people are hyped. Here's what I do feel though, is that and Zuzu had pointed out here, Zukara the Tall, you know, he had said something just about how they're not going to be bringing in any of the some of the elements from Legends Arceus into this game. I'm guessing they were probably developing obviously around the same time, so no time for that. But I think this is I think it's interesting, dude. It's interesting because like I do kind of feel I wonder because it's like, and that's cool, and like people with the nostalgia, especially with Pokemon, I feel, but like I also feel like they're positioning themselves to almost do like a restart to get these younger kids now to get into, so they're gonna have their age range and base is gonna be so big. Because you had people that grew up on the original to where we are now, they're only increasing and welcoming in more people.
Well, that's what they've done it right, in my opinion, because like all of these other games don't connect to each other in any way. It's basically when they're saying ninth generation. I mean, it's like what generation were you when you started playing Pokemon? Like for me, I was first generation.
It's a G1, baby.
Yeah, I was first generation.
Gen
first game,
1.
Thanks to the giving bus. But I'm just saying that like and then they do these weird refreshes. I mean, because it was simple. It was very simple back in the day. It was like the simple rock paper scissors Pokemon back in the day. But like but like you're right, it keeps it fresh and new for younger people, for the younger crowds like that are, you know, I don't know, 10 and up, I suppose, and then just to introduce them with new types of Pokemon. Because like for right now, like I'm just like, I don't know how people can be making so many different kinds of Pokemon up. Like there's literally a Pokemon that's a set of car keys.
Like, that's crazy. What? Why? What is that?
Seriously, or are you joking?
I'm dead serious.
So like they basically turned into the Transformers franchise.
Well, I saw the rock one. He looks like like a rock formation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, the rock one's always been there though. Well,
not Geodude. This is another guy.
Oh, I don't know about that dude.
He's got like Stonehenge looking parts, except for the top is rectangular, and then he's got arms.
Oh,
he's in the commercial. You'll see him.
Oh,
yeah.
He's on the beach.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. I remember seeing that thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything.
Remake for years. Yeah, I mean, like, it's always going to be like a level, the level of the, you know, it's funny. I haven't touched the remakes. Like, I haven't played. Well, I've never played Diamond and Pearl. And as for like RCS, I'm definitely going to play RCS. But like I said,
is it RCS, Arceus? What is the actual pronunciation? There it is.
Tomato. I don't know, but like the but I mean, I think this game is gonna be pretty cool. I mean, I'm definitely looking pretty. I normally go grass. Good. Yeah, I normally go grass Pokemon,
Same.
but I think I might go water.
Oh,
dang duck! I know, right? And then, yeah, but
he looks like a crossing guard. Like he would be the crossing guard to get kids home from school.
Yeah, that's
holding up a stop sign.
And everyone just be wondering is like, hey, are you like the fire one is like, what the hell are you?
Like Zuko. They're calling it Zuko.
So we'll see, man. We'll definitely see.
I might pick this up.
Let's see, with the K sound, I believe. Fire life for Zuzu. Of course.
Arceus.
Okay, I'd say like Arceus. I don't know.
I was calling it Arceus for the longest.
Yeah.
Then I heard other people say other things. I was like,
letters.
Oh no. If I've been saying it
wrong all the time. Goes.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Yeah.
I say Forbidden West wrong. You guys say Arceus wrong.
Horizon. I just can't wait. I just can't wait to merge all of it. Well, I guess you did. No, you didn't. Not yet. You haven't said Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. You haven't said that yet.
I did.
You will eventually, but it will happen. All right. Smitty.
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table?
Who's ready to talk about some spicy shit?
Oh, it was spicy.
I accidentally just deleted it. Give me a second. I'll try to cover while I figure it out here. So, and I'm sure you guys know, but recently this past week, Artesian Builds CEO and host at the time, has absolutely gotten called out, and it is rough. So here's the deal, and I'll tell you guys a little bit too. Here's
the tea.
Here's the tea. I was an artesian. Emphasis on the was. I was an artesian's build ambassador. Yeah, exactly. And the understanding was, this is what, we were told. These giveaways are for everybody. Anybody can win. You just have to have the current panel in your Twitch about me or whatever, and it links to your stuff. And it's like, great, that's awesome, these are awesome. I did the first one, like, I was very active, like they did. I mean, like, those things last like 13-14 hours. They do it for forever. And good times, this and that. I've missed the last couple, and I remember them saying something about this last one, but then all of a sudden I woke up and the next day I just see Artesian build. I'm like, what is going on here? And like, I'm in a group chat in Twitter for all the ambassadors and stuff like that. And I go in there and I'm just like, people are like, oh, that is absolutely disgusting. I can't believe he would say that stuff. And I'm just like, whoa, what the hell happened? Well, now I gotta sip that tea. You can't give me some juice like that, and I don't find it out. Right. And it didn't take long. It did not take long. So the dude in the Star-Lord jacket, that is Noah Katz. That is the Artesians build CEO, and he goes on.
His name is Noah
Katz.
Oh, Katz. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Noah Katz. And essentially what happened during this giveaway, and this happened to multiple people. The big one that people have been talking about is this Kia Pia woman, but there were other people that were called out as well throughout this stream for giveaways. Again, mind you, this happened not only on for the PC, the actual PC giveaways, but this happened for merchandise giveaways. But what happened is that he started going in and looking at people's analytics, looking at their follower accounts, looking at their CCV. This man had the nerve to say, my floor is 50 CCV. Over half your ambassadors never got 50 CCV. What? Okay. Hold on. So this man is on live stream going through the people's analytics. They are cheering on re-rolls. This is the mods that were there as well, along with the other dude. Like, a lot of people are saying Noah, but the other dude, I can't remember his name, but he is a part of that as well. Again, mind you, the only thing, nobody ever said anything about any rules changing as far as any of the giveaways. So this was completely arbitrary what he was doing. I can tell you that for a fact. Okay. And then all of a sudden it turned into analytics, and this dude is sitting there criticizing people's channels, this and that. Number one, the only reason you guys are where you're at is because people supported you. Okay. That's number one. So to even have that kind of arrogance to be like that, to say that, to do that shit on the fly. Number two, it's a giveaway. You can't change the rules in the middle of the motherfucker. What are you saying? Not only that, but now it's based off of arbitrary figures that nobody else knows, not even the mod team and people like that. So I remember I'm in this Twitter chat. They had people from the team saying, look, guys, we didn't know that he changed the rules. That might have been something they had a discussion about or whatever, but he went and moved forward with it. And nobody else was aware that this man was doing this shit. And he basically ripped these channels apart, and not really. And like, I mean, again, I like, in a sense, I understand that, but like, he said the quiet part out loud. From a business standpoint, yes, dude, that is valid stuff as far as with things. But here's the deal. Number one, you got to outline that shit from the get-go. As far as we're concerned, as far ambassadors, the rules were we're all eligible, and you get more tickets the longer you've been on. Didn't matter how many people have clicked the links. Didn't matter how many PCs were sold based up, and none of that shit mattered. This was just a goodwill thing. You know what I mean? As far as that was the understanding as far as ambassadors. So to see that was not only super disappointing, he threw out some weak ass apologies. First he apologizes on,
terrible.
yeah, the apologies are just the first one that was just a Twitter thread was just absolutely condescending, and it was a pitch to come and talk to them live and go to the channel. That was disgusting. Then they put out an official thing, and the only reason the official thing came out was because all of a sudden people started tagging like Intel, which was they were sponsoring that thing. Like the man literally shouted them out while he was ripping these people apart. It was so bad.
To be
dude.
honest with you, to be honest with you, in that still situation on that live feed, I was I was a little bit mixed because I didn't watch the live feed personally because I didn't care to pick up with it. But I was going to say this: the way that they were ripping on this one streamer. The streamer was a small streamer now because I believe at the time
you say that she's bigger than my channel.
She was at the time.
She was bigger
to me.
Oh no! No. At the time, she was at she had 2,000 followers, and but then this guy was giving his whole business. Yeah, this guy was giving the whole business of her, saying, "Oh, she has the thing on her page, but there was no clicks on the artesian build, so no," and stuff like that. And then after that, I'm like, you're gonna judge these people there's nowhere we're saying nowhere in the rules that stated you needed to you know what, it would have been a different story if you said you have to have at least one click into the artesian thing. Fine, perfectly fine. But no, you switched it live in the middle of all this,
mid-run,
mid-run, and saying, hey, this person doesn't deserve, basically said this doesn't deserve my free PC to you because your metrics were off. The metrics wasn't the thing that you were supposed. Well, I was under the impression that metrics wasn't the thing that they were running it on. They were just doing something good for their affiliate program. That's all I was assuming.
It never had anything. It's not even an assumption. I could tell you, dude, I was in the program. I was an ambassador. I've been there for the giveaways. The only thing they said to qualify for the giveaways was that you had to have the panel up, a current panel up. That was the only stipulation that was ever conveyed to us as ambassadors. And we were all eligible. So to see him even run the gamut, even on normal things, and you could tell too. You could tell during when we were during the first one, there was things and people that weren't there and stuff like that. And there was a bit of frustration from the dude, and it's like, all right, I get it, man, whatever. But to then go and completely change the rules in the middle of the thing because he's thinking, well, I'm not going to get very many eyeballs on this. I want to do that. He did that shit real time out loud.
You underestimated the Twitterverse, man. You don't mess with Twitterverse.
Well, and big ups to her, but it wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't just her that was called out about things and not necessarily called out, but I mean what he did was he basically devalued anyone at that thing. All of a sudden he started throwing in metrics that wait, you're telling me that and here's the other thing. If you're doing a giveaway for particular metrics, then why are people entered into the giveaway that don't even hit the metrics from the get-go? That's how you know it's bullshit from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? So to do something like that, not only that, but that is in mine and I'm sure there's other people I'd love to have the one-up lawyer and see what his opinion is on this. But I know as far as in TV and production for giveaways and things like that, they have to be free, random. You clearly can't change rules in the middle of the shit and whatnot. But there's a difference between giveaways, sweepstakes, this, that, and there's all kinds of weird things. So they're also now running into and seeing some legal or potentially, I don't think anything has happened yet, but there is potential legal issues that they're going to have to deal with here as well, because that is hella illegal. You cannot do that. We can't do that as creators. We can't. That's why we can't have. You can't have boosts for even if you were to do a subscriber luck, that is illegal. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Giveaways have to be open and completely random throughout, and no purchase necessary. None of that stuff. So that's what they were doing, was giveaways, and to do what they did was not only illegal, but it was super demoralizing. And it was super demoralizing, especially to the folks that were what he considers smaller streamers. Take a look at his Twitter, his personal Twitter account. To have the nerve to say shit like that, and you're sitting there with 82 followers and blah blah blah. Like, what? Like, get out of my face, dude. Like, what kind of hypocrisy and bullshit is that, dude? It was disgusting. What I did was, and they said in the chat, hey, please don't just leave. Will you send an email to this email address stating that you would like to opt out of our thing? And that's exactly what I did, because I was a part of the ambassador program. I got rid of my stuff. I emailed them. I said, hey, this isn't on the team or the people that are working there. I understand this has put you guys in a very difficult position. But Noah, on the other hand, that dude ain't right, man. Like, that dude, what a douchebag. What a douchebag thing to do all around. I understand it from a business perspective, but even still, dude, I get it.
I mean,
but that was very douchey to do.
Yeah, but even in the business perspective itself, then the thing, the business perspective wise would have been, you would have protected, you would have CYA'd at this point, prior to all of this. But no, he did it like you said, like he did it live, he did it on the flow, just didn't. He threw threw that out of the window immediately when he was talking that smack about all of this, because like that is insane. Did
you see the apology video, dude? The apology video, dude.
I didn't see the apology video,
dude. No, because, this dude says, dude, this dude, hold on, real quick. This dude goes, "We're gonna go back to the way it was before. All ambassadors can win a PC."
Really? He said it that way? Oh my God.
It literally
really
killed the man. I watched him die as he had to say.
No. Oh, dude. Okay. If he was going to be reacting like that in that way, that means he's not understanding what the whole what his problem was.
He knows, because he does not give a shit, dude. It is the typical YouTube response, dude. Hold on, you have to watch the video, dude. Like, number one, shitty ass audio. Like, dude, we know you guys have a production thing. There's a fade out at the end of the video. You're telling me you couldn't put a proper mic? That was some suit or somebody say, look, we got to make this look genuine. We need to make it look, low quality, because we got to relate with the people. We need to relate with the people. God. Everybody just ripped them to shreds. Like, dude, you guys are building PCs. You're telling me you don't have a proper mic for this? He's got the squinty eye, like, oh, I might cry, but I mean, we are here doing good things, and we're going to... It's open for everybody. Again, it's back to the way the rules were when we first started doing the giveaways. So it's so disingenuous, dude. Like, I was like, nah, dude, nah, dude, I'm good on that.
All he has to do to fix it is to say what he wants to, like, if he wants to say people need to click on the artesian link, needs to do there, or if there's certain metrics to be eligible for the artesian build for the free PC, put it in there. Just don't do a freaking live off the whim.
Because you can't do that. Because that wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked regardless. And that's the thing, because what they did was they basically spammed out to everybody that's a streamer, hey, be a part of our program, and you may, you could do things, you can get commission, and we got these giveaways too. And then they realized, especially after that first giveaway, oh shit, man, we might actually give away some PCs to some people that have like zero kind of audience, and we're just basically giving it to the little guys. From a business standpoint, money wise, I get it, dude. Like, you're not going to get a lot of press, but that's supposed to be the goodwill towards the community that helped to build you up. That is the message that is being said there. He's saying, I don't give a shit about that. I'm about that dollar game. And he said that part out loud.
Yeah, and he did say that out loud. But it's not like I'm just saying it's not too late for him to go to that mentality. If he has that mentality already, I mean, because he could portray that in the back end side to the affiliate program, saying, "Hey, if you do this," because I mean, it's an incentive. It's like because you could treat it as an incentive instead of just saying you're eligible.
Affiliate shit is bullshit, though, dude.
Well, most affiliate programs are. I mean, that's not. It's not. Let's face it. Most of them are. If you have to sell, you're basically upselling something that you're trying that you're doing. Because I mean, do you have an Artesian PC? No.
Well, that's part of and that is part of the problem too. And I thought maybe that was, but they make it seem like maybe that's a possibility of something, or they say we'll because I thought it was ridiculous. They're like we'll put $500 towards a PC build that you purchase. It's like no. I'm not going to pay you to put your shit on my thing and whatever. Here's the deal, and I can tell you straight up. So I did have a link, right? I had a friend that the reason for me personally was that I don't know, man. I was like, it's not something that I'm gonna push heavy because I'm like, man, but like maybe somebody needs a PC or something like that. There's a thing and that's cool. So I had a buddy that actually did get a PC from it, and I don't know the exact dollar amount that he got or that he purchased, but it was between like $1,500 and like $1,800 probably. I'll tell you how much money I got from that. $23.
Are you serious?
$23. That's like 2% from that. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. You are literally just advertising for free. You are just literally advertising their shit for free. It's a terrible business practice as is, and I feel like it's guised in the community and we're together and we're doing things and this and that, but really that's not what it is at all. Exactly. Speak on it, Lex.
Oh, I have so much to say. So the Twitter feed is absolutely hysterical if you haven't read it. His Twitter apology was 4 pages. He never said he was sorry. And it was basically like, it was live and I say what I say. I don't have a PR team. I don't have a goddamn PR team. And I don't sit here and talk trash about, I don't know, the team members of the team that I'm on for the PFP Army. I don't sit here and talk trash about anybody there. First off. Second off, it's illegal what he did. 100%. He stated the rules. And as a person doing a giveaway with no purchase required, he legally cannot change the rules once someone is picked as a winner. He can't. It's illegal. Yeah. And not just like somebody could get a lawyer and say something. No. Because he's using this as a tax kickback. So as far as the IRS is concerned, that could be an issue with him later on too. Mm-hmm. So this is a bunch of bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I was thinking about buying a rig because I would like a second rig for when I stream. So I could run the games off one thing and run OBS and everything off another. So I wasn't overloading my PC. That's a load of crap. His apology was crap. I didn't see the video one, but I can tell you that was fucking crap too. And that man has such an ego. Such an ego. Reading his 4 tweets was a waste of my time. I could have taken a better crap on my toilet than he did with that apology because it wasn't one. And I'm so mad. Reading the Twitter feed, it's
crazy,
furious. Dude. And then you're going to demoralize somebody? No. That could also be defamation.
It's not defamation. It's not defamation. I mean, it's right. You know what I mean? Like he's saying factual things that, you know what I mean? But it's just, especially in this space, especially in this, in when you just don't do that. These are people that are that you have brought on to represent your company, and you're sitting there roasting them, and then you say, "Hey, this giveaway that I said that everyone's entered to, psych! I got my floor. I got my, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy."
Yeah. The Twiggy says inside the chat. Just like anyone folks can, and inside the chats can say says like, feel like it's small streamer communities that should be main targets because it's people's who are starting out that like to upgrade their PCs or would want to invest in a powerhouse gaming computer. And in that sense, when they talk about it, when they talk about where they got their computer, they can talk more about where they got it. So the only sorely mistaken was bashing her and everyone else. But here's a really weird thing for me with Artesian, because Artesian computers are not really, inexpensive. I would say in that tier, I would say for that. So it's not like it was something that like, a person would normally, to get a good gaming PC, you would want to go through them anyways in the first place. Like they're kind of pricey in my opinion, for what you get. But like but overall, no, but I do see what you're saying on that with especially when people wanting to see an upgrade, and they see whoever they're watching has that link, they would be willing to do it. But I mean, I think when you meet the CEO, the way that everyone met the CEO on this live feed, even though they may not have had the numbers originally, or that he assumed that they wasn't going to get the numbers, then you're like, we're giving our money to this son of a bitch. It's like, no, hell
right.
No. We're done. We're going to switch over. So we're just going to go and just have at it, with just say, screw it. Because I mean, Intel bounced out, EVGA bounced out. These are the big ones. Even their associations with certain teams, they two big teams actually bounced out from them after all of this. Thanks to Jay's 2 cents, rectifying all of this and giving her more opportunity than what this company would ever do to this person. Is like, it's freaking that's the good side, that's the upside. But other than that, like, I don't know, the real question is, could you see Artesian builds bounce back from this, is the real question,
That's a good question. That's a tough one. For me, like, this is because it's not the people that work at Artesian or anything like that. This is directly on the CEO of the company being a D-bag. You put out 3 apologies, number one, in one day. That should tell you. Trash. Yeah, and they're all pretty bad. Yeah. Like, clearly this guy is living in a different mindset, and he got exposed. He exposed himself by doing that and not realizing. And I think, he could have easily continued doing stuff. But when you have issues like this, now there's talks about tax fraud. There's talks, obviously the sweepstakes versus giveaway things. You could possibly have the FCC or the FTC try to look at this stuff as well, or if somebody were to file complaints. Like, he has completely jeopardized the future of his company from one live stream. And if that doesn't tell you everything, this is everybody, folks. Like, don't say crazy shit. Don't, like, no. What are you doing? Like, and don't get me wrong, that's not I'm not saying what he said. Yes, that might have been hurtful for people. Yes, whatever. Don't say that. That's like having you're just talking trash on people that are supporting you, and is completely opposite of what you're putting out as a, like, legitimate, like, oh yeah, this is our culture, this is our thing. It's like, clearly it's not, dude. It's like, clearly you guys just talk shit, make money, and the little bits that we get, that we do, that people try to say, hey man, yeah, I'll put that stuff on my thing. You know what I mean? And the community that I've worked towards, the stuff that I've done and the stuff that I've built, to have somebody just sit there and try to diminish, oh, I'm sorry, but my floor is 50 CCV. All right, dude. Whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Noah Katz, you stream on your channel, not Artesian Build, and let's see what your CCV is. You know what I'm saying? Like, to do that, but arbitrarily throw out random things to disqualify people. One person got disqualified because they had a PC in the background, and they said, oh, they've already got a nice PC, they don't need this. That's not how giveaways work. Maybe that person were to then donate that PC or do a giveaway themselves for their community. Right. You're still in the up, dude. And that's what I'm saying. For a person that speaks more to me, that speaks more on their character than anything. Business wise, okay, I get it. But character wise, and what you're portraying and putting out there is that, hey man, we're all about the community and supporting each other and blah 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 blah. But fuck you can't get a PC because you don't got enough concurrent viewers. Your follower count's only 4,000. Like for me, I'm just like, gosh damn, dude, like this dude would literally spit in my mouth. I very much believe he would spit in my mouth and he wouldn't even blink about it.
Jesus Christ. My God. How about you tell us how you really feel, sweetie? Jesus.
Yo, that's real talk, man. This dude showed his full ass. That dude showed his full ass.
Yeah. I mean, like when something like this happens, it's like, it's something that, like, a person like that won't change. So like for me, they're already dead to me. So like, I mean, they're already dead to me already initially. Cause like when I saw teaching builds, I was like, this is not something I would want to ever do. And then I realized, affiliate programs and most of this stuff sucks anyway. So I'm done. I'm not even going to do that. Only way I would do it is a sponsorship, if anything. So, but like overall, it's crazy. I mean, like we know it's a bad thing, but at least it's been rectified. They offered her a computer, in the back end, and she said no. So yeah, we all know that this, like, because I mean, she has better options.
What about the other people that were denied though, dude? They went through a list of people. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's merch, regardless if it was a PC, these people won the giveaway fair and square, and they were getting disqualified for arbitrary rules that were being made up on the spot. You know what I mean? Like, how do you? Oh, looks like it's a reroll. Like, what kind of scumbag shit is that?
Congratulations, he won. Oh, not in those shoes. He's not.
Psych. Psych. You look too good. You look too good. Not a winner.
It's like, this is an Intel computer. You're clearly using AMD, so you can't. Oh my!
Not gonna work for me, dog. That's a no, dog.
Yeah, like this doesn't seem like a good fit. We're gonna re-roll again. Can you imagine them doing a roll like that? Oh my God! Can you imagine like when we did Extra Life for the PS5? It's like, oh, this person lives in Atlanta. Nah, I'm not gonna ship this out.
Hot Atlanta, can't do it. Can't do it.
Oh my God.
This is so dirty. This is like so dirty. I had to immediately, like, I didn't care how things shook out. Like, and I'm one. I'll sit there and let me see how this plays out. For me, and again, I don't give a shit, dude. It's like I understand, like, whatever. Who is this dickbag? But the thing for me though is what you did, and what I recognize is that these are and we are people that are supporting your brand for whatever reason a person may be. So to do that in a giveaway, you have promoted this giveaway as this is what the criteria is. That's all it is, and we all feel like we're there, and like, hey man, like anybody can, like, any of us could win. That's awesome. And then to sit there and see them do shit like that, you already know if you're sitting there as an ambassador and you know your numbers, if this person didn't get it and they're shitting on them, I hope to God they don't call my fucking name, because they are gonna literally like open your mouth. I ain't gonna say it, but it ain't gonna be good.
No.
It ain't gonna be good.
A better word for him would be douche canoe, because he is trying to paddle up water and he is not being successful at it.
Yeah, that's disturbingly disgusting, but yet accurate.
To come back from this, I think Noah's got to go. No. I think Noah's got to go. I don't know that they recover from that, because it's not the company itself.
To be honest, he is the company though. Like,
is he though? He's not. He's there. I mean, he is, but there's multiple companies in umbrellas and things like that as far as their business dealings.
Would you keep it? Well, you wouldn't keep, like, I mean, if you were.
I mean, I don't see how he could ever show his face on a stream again.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've gone to their streams. It's been that dude and some of the other guys, because they have the techs that actually are building the computers and stuff like that, and they also do it. But Noah has not been on since this debacle. So.
Okay, well, fair enough. Well, screw that. Well, anyways, we know he's a douche canoe, so we'll go on.
Douche canoe.
There it is.
All right. Lex, why don't you close us off? What do you bring into the table?
You got it, man. Well, I saw an article and it piqued my interest, and I thought you guys might be interested in this. So Twitch is targeting misinformation streams, bans high profile QAnon streamers. So if you're a flat earther streamer, you might still be in the clear, but I cannot confirm or deny. But they've updated their community guidelines, thankfully.
If you're a flat earther streamer, you're still in the clear. I love that you got the password. Okay.
Maybe. To reflect a new policy aimed at curtailing harmful misinformation actors. So they make it clear that the company will be approaching the issue with a relatively light touch, claiming that this update will likely not impact you or the streamers you love on Twitch. It continues, our goal is to prohibit individuals whose online presence is dedicated to spreading harmful and false information via Twitch. So, talking about like anti-vaccinations and political wise, where there's, obviously a lot of hubbub about. But the misinformation is targeting accounts that persistently share information that is not only widely disproven and broadly shared, but also violent or harmful. Twitch clarified that its new moderation will only target accounts that match all three of those criteria. The focus or persistence on misinformation, the widespread nature of hoax, which we know that goes around a lot, and its potential harmful effects. So specifically, misinformation that targets protected groups, which is already prohibited under hateful conduct and harassment policy, but they really wanted to push that home. Harmful health information and widespread conspiracy theories related to dangerous treatments such as COVID-19 and COVID-19 vaccination misinformation, specifically like how you'll become magnetic after you get the vaccine. I've seen a lot of that on Twitch lately.
Magnetic?
I have seen something like that.
No, you're just sweaty, bro, and that's why it's sticking. Discussions. Go take a bath. Discussions of treatment that are known to be harmful without noting the dangers of such treatments, like ivermectin, because you'll never be able to reproduce after that. COVID-19 and other WHO declared public health emergency. Information promoted by conspiracy networks tied to violence and or promoting violence. So QAnon, neo-Nazi stuff. Civic misinformation that undermines the integrity of a civic or political process, promoting of verifiable false claims related to the outcome of a fully vetted political process, including election rigging, ballot tampering, vote tallying, or election fraud. In instances of public emergencies, wildfires, earthquakes, active shootings, we may also act on misinformation that may impact public safety. So basically they're touching on points about, conspiracy theories that have proven contentious on other social media platforms such as YouTube and Facebook, because we all know everything that your mom reads on Facebook is true. So yeah, it's just encouraging to see Twitch outlining a clear policy on the matter before such a problem could develop to a specific degree. This rule change has already led to the ban of 2 high-profile QAnon influencers on Twitch, which is interesting. And I believe their names are Tor, T-O-R-E, Torre or Tor, and Zach Payne, the host of the QAnon show Red Pill 78, have already been banned. So if you're, spewing misinformation and things that could harm the public, you're gonna get kicked, man.
I kind of find it funny. I find it funny that they decided that this is an issue now, when it was like, it's weird because like, like you said that they were doing this, they were wanting to make it into something. They were wanting to put the guidelines in now before it became an issue later, and
right.
But I'm just saying that, like, you would have thought that this would have happened, I don't know, a year and a half ago, when all the craziness was at its ridiculous peak, and especially, with everything that was going on and stuff, that you would think that, like, because like in my head when you were reading the list to myself, I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, I didn't know Twitch had a problem with any of this. Like, I didn't think that Twitch was like really like as bad as Twitter was, or as bad as like, other media social media platforms were. I didn't think Twitch was the one that was like, I mean, you and I know we have friends that kind of went to the other side, like in the deep end, that we're like, we'll leave them nameless, but still, it's like it wasn't like a big issue that was causing separation.
Right. Well, and also I don't feel like they were necessarily the ones that went to the dark side. I don't feel like they were getting on stream and specifically spewing that information. I feel like they more or less continue to play games on Twitch, would have little conversations here and there, but it was mostly pushed to their Twitter and to their YouTube channels. I haven't really come across it myself. I mean, obviously on streams when you're playing games, you're talking to your chat and discussions arise. And a lot of the times I've had discussions that I disagree with people on, but it's never been we're head to head. It's more or less like, I think you've been misinformed and here's a really great article with peer reviews and blah, blah, blah. But I personally have not run into a stream where it was just speaking on conspiracy theories due to the political climate. You know what I mean? Right. I'm more or less running into musical streams or hot tub streams or whatever. But yeah, they're really trying to nip this in the bud before it happens. You know what I mean? Which I appreciate because I think
I don't know, man. Like, I'm kind of weird about that though, because like if you can do that on one side, then that means you can do it on the other side as well, right? So and what I mean by that, and me personally, it's a lot of that is just bullshit anyway. But I feel like at what point in time when you expand things to that point, right? Then what then becomes and what says, hey, this is because X, Y, and Z doesn't like what you're saying, that you shouldn't. Now I think that there are definitely fine rules behind that as well. Kind of like in other things where like we're clearly organizing to do hateful things, this and that. But there's some people and a lot of people, and this is the thing that I feel, especially with social media, with certain, I'm not going to say news organizations because they're not news organizations. They're entertainment organizations is what they are. And people with their opinions and whatnot that are guys as news because people are wearing suits and they got a studio and this and that. That ain't news. All right. And I feel like there's a weird line, and I'm so weird about it because I believe regardless, I believe that people should have the freedom to say or believe, whatever, even if I don't think it's right. You know what I'm saying? I still believe that a person should have the freedom to be able to say so, but you also have the freedom to suffer the consequences for saying whatever you're saying. I am also a believer in that. So
I think this is more or less along the lines of saying, like, don't get the vaccine, take ivermectin instead, where people don't realize. Now, someone who used to work with horses, when you give ivermectin to a horse who is about to go blind from river blindness, and that's the only reason humans are also given it, it's go blind or my organs turn black. Which would I prefer? Okay. When you give a horse ivermectin, they cannot be bred. And you cannot sell their meat ever, and their meat cannot be consumed. So what does that do to the human body at a much smaller scale? Now, ivermectin, they do have some that is for humans, but again, the risk of taking ivermectin is high because again, it's, do you want to go blind? Or do you want to possibly not be able to reproduce again and die younger? But
I still feel like this is still hurtling towards inevitability, and that's going to be governments fucking regulating the internet or trying to, which is just as equally bad as I feel as not, because then there's control over, and I get it, but like, at what point in time does the responsibility stop at one person and start at the other person to where it's like, I've got to make an informed, educated decision on whether I'm going to do some asshole crazy shit because some bitch on the internet told me to, or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm, myself is telling me like, dude, like that sounds kind of crazy. Let me go and take a look.
Well, and that's the thing is a lot of people aren't doing that. And I think I, and Davis are very aware that not everything we read on the internet is true and how to do our research to find the correct information. I think, for instance, like let's just use Alex Jones as an example. What if he had a Twitch channel? He's been banned off of TV, off of radio shows. So I think they're more or less
YouTube.
talking about someone like that who is very intense and spewing hate and spewing things that are harmful to groups or neo-Nazis who are online. Not that I've ever come across one, but it could be possible that they go just into the just chatting and they're spewing their hate against people of color.
I mean, okay.
I still feel like that's a fine line, though.
No, there's always it's always a gray line when it comes to that on like, you know, to do it. But when I look at it though, at the end of the day, the decision maker is really the company that it will be involved with, which is basically
right.
At the end of the day, it's Amazon that's be like, okay, we won't accept this because this is what our guidelines will show for it. Now, when you're saying like that, I mean, I think maybe when you're saying cut to a level like when you say government, like, you know, 1984 level kind of thing, that's still, I mean, that there's still always going to be that precedence of it. We're kind of living in it now with certain things, but like I'm just saying that but for them to CYA, that's essentially what they're doing. They're just doing it to cover their asses, especially like when they don't want to. When the logical ones, the obvious ones, where they're saying, okay, Nazi propaganda, obviously bad, so we are not going to take any of this shit. Like, I mean, then that's fine, you know, but.
But I don't know. I mean, and that is, but like, I still feel like you have this very much. It's still a very small secular amount of people that are deciding what's going to be okay and what's not okay, and that stuff can shift any which way. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's still very few people that are deciding this, and that's why for me it's like I'd rather have it, whether it's things that I don't agree with, things that I don't, you know, whatever, or if it's something that, you know, and again, I think there's, you know, and this is where it's such a weird gray area, because I do kind of believe in some sort of regulation as far as things like inciting stuff.
That's exactly what Donk is saying. It's a private platform, though. I mean, like, it doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, for pick and choose to it. But I mean, to your level of what your concern is, I definitely understand what you're saying. But I'm just saying that. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
It's okay. I don't think our free speech is being taken away. I think it's more or less, and they've labeled it like you have to hit these 3 major criterias before it will be taken into consideration if you are banned, right?
And who is saying this?
Twitch. It's part of their new guidelines. But you know what I mean? It's now here's the thing. You and I on our Twitch streams who are saying, you know, someone brings up something political in the chat and we're having like a nice discussion about it. Someone comes in and they don't agree with us. We make it clear, well, that's just my opinion. You can feel differently. And if you want to talk about it, we can have a nice conversation. It's not going to get heated, but we're not hitting those guidelines, right? These are people who are taking it to the extreme. And that's where, you know, I feel your thoughts that it could go both ways. I just don't think
no, and I'm not saying like that. And a lot of people in chat are pointing it out. And I'm not saying like it's like a private storefront. It can require anything before you enter their stores. You know, Nazis don't count as people, and things of that nature.
No,
but
they don't.
And I don't mean it in those respects, because absolutely, as a company, as a business, you have every right to be able to, these are the rules, whether you like them or not. I'll follow the rules. I understand. Like, I've been on the other side and been like, oh, dude, like, I know this is kind of crazy, but like, you got to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I understand that. I think I'm speaking more generally as in the internet in itself. And I feel like the direction that it's going, I almost feel like it's inevitability that they are going to try to regulate. They've already tried to regulate. They're already trying to. I just feel like it's a weird, because like, I don't know where, because like at the same time too, though, like that's kind of like, and I get it's your business, but it's like, damn, dude, like you kind of like, but at the same time too, I'm also like, but you guys are also like, that's radio rules. Like, you can't do some freaking world shit on the radio where you're just spoofing something and people are freaking out because
They think it's real.
They think it's real. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm so all over the place, like as far as feelings.
But you also
don't get me wrong. No, like you said, there's definitely a fear of that. Don't get me wrong. There always will be a fear of that, but I just think that overall, especially the level, how easy it is, especially, back in the day, it was easier to kind of conform and to be understanding, like, to double check your
information,
your sources for information. But we get information so fast now, and
that's
it's so
true.
much easier to get it, that the level of misinformation that's out there is easily overwhelming. Over what's coming through. So like I think that day and age is like of controlling that kind of stuff is unless we have something at an algorithmic state, which I really hope that's not going to happen anytime soon, to control it. But like it's just right now so far, with the best thing that we can do is just CYA. Is just basically like have the individuals that are into it, like in the as the individual that is being presented out to the internet as the gate to kind of control what's coming out there, instead of looking at it as the internet as a whole, because the internet as a whole is a really crazy place. If you've ever been in a dark net, you know what I'm talking about.
I have not. I don't even know how to get there. Like, and I kind of like, I don't think I want to know. I know.
The dark net,
but I kind of do though. Like the more people tell me I don't want to know, the more I totally want to know.
Exactly. It's like the
what's going on over here?
Good, but the dark net is like, it's always a feel like this. So you don't want to. You like, it's like most, and then how, like, and just to get access to it alone is just a night is a little bit of hurdles and hoops. But like I said, like the better way to look at it, in my opinion, for you, Smitty, is not looking at it as a direct whole, but more like looking at it as to be responsible, like the responsible groups to kind of come in to doing their parts to try to curb that level of misinformation.
Right.
To it.
And
I understand that.
You have anything necessarily to ever worry about. I mean, you always follow the rules, and any opinion.
Me?
I feel like.
No, there's all kinds of shit I got to worry about.
Well, do we break them here and there? But it's nothing to the extent where, you know what I mean? But I think, the spread of misinformation does need to be stopped at some point. I think they're going to give these people warnings ahead of time, like, hey, you're crossing into a territory that you don't need to, and this is all that your stream is about.
But I feel like Kith is kind of onto something though, as far as like, there's no stopping that spread. You know what I mean? Whether it be on that platform or not, like the information is going to get out there. And that is still, you know what I mean? Like that's still, it will always be a problem, but I completely understand. Sorry, what you're saying. Now I'll let you continue what you're saying as far as like with the companies and what they're able to do from their side.
Well, and I think also too, like we have a really great community on all three sides, and the people that we have met through streaming and networking, where we kind of have that weird 10% where the people that we have become close with online are intelligent. They know how to do their research and look up things and find out that it is misinformation, but we also have to remember the people outside of that aren't necessarily the brightest, and they don't go out of their way because they saw a chart on Facebook and god damn it, that's the hill they're going to die on, because that's true. I saw a stream not too long ago about a man saying that rape culture wasn't real and that women made it up, and he went on a 4-hour rant about it.
What?
So and he didn't even get permabanned, and he has talked about things like that before. So this is where I'm talking about, where it's harmful. You know what I mean?
No, I do understand that.
Oh, they gave you consent. It doesn't matter if they told you to stop at some point. Too late, bitch. You already got what you had coming. This is the stuff I'm talking about. I'm not talking about us just, chit-chatting with our buddies about political things that are happening in this climate. No. I'm talking about the extremists who are talking about whatever, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean?
And Dong said a good point too. Yeah, but do you want your kids to be able to walk into that shit because everything is fair game? And the answer is no. No, I don't. I want it better for them. Excuse me, than it was for me, which was better for me because my parents helped to make it better. You know what I mean? And did what they could as well. It's such a weird.
We're in an odd climate, man.
Yeah, it's very interesting on how all this all works.
And people are so aggressive about it too. And I feel like the internet like ups everybody's aggression by like 10% for like no reason, dude. Like people
if you
are
don't believe
like
in
you'll
what
say,
F you.
I love chocolate chip cookies. Fuck chocolate chip
opinion.
cookies. What about sugar cookies? Like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, I'm sorry, I did not mean to offend you there.
Well, that's
you use butter.
That's
you don't butter your sandwiches, damn you.
Like F you, dude. Like I don't know who you are, man. Like why are you?
Then it becomes a tribalism level of people like, oh, the people who love the snickerdoodle.
That's where it's gone to though. Like there's so much tribalism everywhere. Like it's crazy. Like people are identifying like why do you as a person identify with politics? Like, you know what I mean? Like I do not understand that because like for me personally, I'm just like, look, dude, like I'm for the person that is trying to do the best for the people. That's what I believe in personally. Whatever their thing is, it does not matter to me. But people have gone like hard on sides and stuff, and it got crazy.
I think it's a mixture of the climate and the pandemic and a lot of other crazy things.
People don't have anything else to.
I think David's trying to wrap it up.
I know.
We need to wrap it up. We're already at like an hour 30, man.
Wrap it up, B.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So,
I didn't know Steve was gonna have his opinion, which I
absolutely.
Yep.
That was a great conversation.
Yeah, of course.
Folks, this was episode number 124 of the CFG Gamecast. Thank you for being a part of the conversation as always. We will be back again next week at the same time on Friday. Well, same time. Let's cross our fingers on that. But guys, but if you missed out on this conversation, you can always check us out on. We always release this episode on Mondays in the mornings. So if you don't, so that's okay if you didn't get to be a part of it. But definitely check us out on any podcast service like Apple, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio. So there's absolutely no excuse to not listen to our sexy voices.
Oh yeah.
So guys, thank you for stopping by. We'll be back again. Y'all take it easy. This is Davis, Lex, and Smitty signing off. Y'all take it easy.
Bye.
Wow, this is like actually longer than I thought.
He said it twice. He said it twice.
I did say it twice.
No, you're good.
I was wondering how he was gonna. I was wondering if he was gonna.